Like, what am I doing wrong? I don't go on holiday. I've not been abroad for like 7 years, and even the last holiday I went on, my parents paid for it because it was like a family holiday when I was 21. I'm 28 now.
Please tell me I'm not the only one that feels like life in Australia right now is just so much freaking harder than it was even 2-3 years ago.
I just really want to know, how is everyone surviving? Is everyone working like 24/7?
So as soon as I heard YouTube said, you're gonna have to show your face in these videos before we monetize you, I was like, bet, say less. I love talking about everything finances. I love personal finances. I love seeing other people's mistakes and learning from it. This is what this channel is about. So we're gonna just react to some TikTok videos, Instagram videos, any videos that I could find, and we'll keep it rolling.
I'm going to explain to you guys how much more expensive things are today than they were even 3 years ago based off of my current financial situation. So 4 years ago, when I graduated law school, I graduated making $65,000 a year. I was living in a 1-bedroom by myself, paying $1,400 a month. After the first 3 months, my boyfriend moved in, and so then we were splitting it, so it was $700 a piece. But he lost his job at one point, and so for 3 months before he got a new one, I was covering the rent all by myself. So it was about 6 months of me paying $1,400 a month for that year-long lease. Now I make about $85,000 a year. I have 2 roommates, and we split the rent 3 ways. And usually my rent is like $950, something around that. So I'm making technically $20,000 more a year. I'm paying roughly the same of what I was paying in rent. And I have never been more stressed out about money in my entire life.
That's the economy right now, unfortunately, and all the terrorists and the political pull that is going on is definitely not helping. So going from living on your own, having no roommate, to having a roommate, to having to split the rent into 3s, and you still feel the squeeze, it's quite annoying, and it makes you think, like, where is this really going? Because life is just getting more expensive. So at one point when we could live comfortably, that's definitely not a lot of people's reality nowadays.
Is anyone else fed up with this shitty country? Like, and the cost of living? The fuck is going on? I don't know anyone that isn't struggling at the moment, and it's actually a joke. It's a joke. Like, I work full time. I work 8 till 5, 5 days a week. I pick up weekend work and work in a bar. My boyfriend works full time, picks up weekend work, works in the evenings. Like, and yet we've got a week and a half left till payday, and I'm worried about how the fuck I'm going to feed us. Like, how are we going to feed ourselves? Sorry, what? I've just had to spend my last money choosing between feeding myself and my dogs. Obviously I fed my dogs, got them Harringtons.
Dogs always gotta
What
eat.
the fuck? Like, I just want to go and be able to like feed myself and not stress about it, and like not worry about how I'm going to get to work. I already have put in to HR to work from home twice a week because I can't afford to drive to the office 5 days a week. Like, I rent a house that's only a 2-bedroom small town like terraced house. I don't own my house. My car I've had for like 8 years. It's literally falling apart. It's done 200,000 miles. I can't afford to fix it. Like, this is going to go kaput on me soon. Then I'm well fucked. So what the fuck I'm going to do then? Because HR aren't going to approve 5 days a week from home. Like, what the fuck is going on? I just want to do girly things and like get my fucking nails done. And I can't because I've got to like worry about getting a loaf of fucking bread and a pint of milk. And my dog food. Like, what am I doing wrong? I don't go on holiday. I've not been abroad for like 7 years, and even the last holiday I went on, my parents paid for it because it was like a family holiday when I was 21. I'm 28 now. I've not been abroad since. I haven't even been away for a weekend anywhere in like England because I can't afford to. Like, I don't know. Anyone else just fed up with it? Like, I want to move abroad now, but I can't move abroad because Muggins here can't afford a fucking flight abroad, let alone flying all of our shit out as well. Someone's got to do something. This country is a fucking joke. I don't know anyone that isn't fucking struggling. What the hell? I don't know. If Keir Starmer sees this, you're a fucking knob. Suck your mum. Oh, I just dropped my phone as well.
Girl, so she's in the UK. So obviously it's worldwide. And I live in Dubai. And I could see people and hear people struggling here as well when it comes to salary is not meeting up with rent that is continuously going up with, food prices and everything. So I feel like it's definitely a worldwide thing. It's not a specific country. It's not just the US. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing as in Australia. So I don't know where she thinks she's going to go to where it's going to be more affordable, where it's going to be a well-developed place. And even if you go somewhere that's underdeveloped or is developing, what about job opportunities? Unless your job is allowing you to move abroad and work abroad, that's one thing. But I don't know. Now, post COVID, a lot of jobs want you to come back to the office and stay in, the proximity of the office. So I don't know if moving abroad is going to be the right decision to make at this moment.
Why is no one talking about how serious the cost of living actually is? So we pay like a really cheap amount of rent compared to like all the other rent I see, and we're a family of 6. We pay $9.50 rent. That's cheap. We're in Missouri. It's like not some nice new place or anything. It was actually built in 1890. My husband is working 3 jobs right now. We buy absolutely nothing that we don't need. And we actually go without a lot of things that we actually do need. I feel like if you're able to do anything that's not just surviving, then you got it good. I feel so sad that I didn't appreciate the times where we were able to actually have fun at this point. So much has changed in the past few years. Like, what? I just really want to know. How is everyone surviving? Is everyone working like 24/7? Because that's what my husband does. And I'm just home with my little kids all the time. It's kind of like depressing that we're never together as a family. So I don't know. I hope one day we can be, but it sucks.
Y'all, I've been saying this ever since COVID. COVID done opened up the Pandora box. Everything that shifted after COVID. I don't understand why, but everything done shifted after COVID for the worse, to be honest. I feel like the only good thing we got out of COVID was, I don't know, because I feel like greed came out of COVID. Laziness came out of COVID. Of course, people dying came out of COVID. Rudeness came out of COVID. Lack of human connection came out of COVID. More people wanting to always be seen came out. So many, the list goes on. But one of the most tragic things is just the greed, to be honest. And seeing people are not able to make ends meet, what we're 5-year post now, is very heartbreaking. Because yes, at one point, everywhere has poverty, of course, but to this magnitude, it makes no sense. And it's just so much shifted, and it's just so weird. It's so weird.
Y'all, life is not making that much sense right now in terms of the cost of every fucking thing. Tell me why I just had to spend $400 to register my car. Yes, $400 for a piece of paper. I haven't bought any Christmas gifts. 0. None. Not one. And the way that it's looking, y'all not getting nothing. Y'all ain't getting nothing from me because groceries are too high, car insurance too high, car bills, everything is high. They're going to increase rent. As soon as the lease renews, they're going to increase the rent. So what is this? It's almost like my brain can't really compute this, because I'm just imagining, like, if I was a mom and I had kids and I just had to come pay this shit, bro. Kids need Christmas presents. Now I done spent $400 at the motherfucking DMV and I can't buy my kids no fucking Christmas gifts. Our lights about to get cut off because I had to buy this piece of fucking paper. What the fuck? I'm sorry for using all the F-bombs, but Y'all, life is not making that.
Oh, child, I did not expect all of that to go down, but I don't know. I understand her frustration 100%, and I am child free by choice. So I think about this all the time. I'm thinking, yo, how would I be able to do it if I had multiple kids? I don't have any, but if I had multiple kids, how would I be able to do it? I don't understand how a lot of parents, a lot of families are able to do it, because just just knowing how much school fees here in Dubai is crazy. It's crazy. And then you have to feed a family of what, 4, 5, 6. That is crazy. Like, this is not the time. I'm telling y'all, if y'all thinking about having kids, this is not the time. Just wait. Just wait. This is not the time. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. If you want these kids so bad, I don't know, because I hear a lot of mothers and families are just angry and just frustrated because they're barely scraping by. That's crazy.
Okay, hi, my name's Rachel. Does anybody ever seriously consider, pretty much make it look like you're dying or like you're already dead? Because honestly, I think about this every day, but like not in a really morbid, fucked up way, but like in a way of like delete all your social media. Nobody can find you. No one can call you. Change your number, right? Like maybe let your work know what you're doing, but like other than that. And then also maybe get a passport because you maybe don't have one. I don't have one. And then like see what the cost of living situation is like, maybe overseas somewhere. Not really picky. And then maybe sell your house, maybe. And then pack all your shit into like 2 suitcases and start fresh. Does anyone else have thoughts about that every day, every single day? And is anyone willing to take me in overseas? I have a dog and a man. He's cool. Don't worry about it. But yeah.
Okay, I did not know where that was going. This is the first time you've seen these videos. So this is real reactions. First of all, how can you act like you're dead but sell your house before you die? Like, make it make sense. But I mean, I honestly see where she's coming from. It kind of have a sense of humor in it, and also, she for real. But girl, like I was saying to that other one, cost of living everywhere. Overseas, it's gonna be just about the same. And then what she said, tell your job. So you're gonna pretend you did, and then you're gonna tell your job, and you're gonna sell your house, girl. I'm gonna need you to rethink this whole plan, cause ain't nobody gonna buy it.
Can we please talk about the cost of things? Because I spent almost £33 before I'd even got to lunchtime. Paid for parking, which was £11.50. I then paid around £10 for a return train ticket. I paid about £7 for a coffee and a croissant. However, the coffee fell out of my hand and spilt on the pavement, so I spent another £4 replacing that. All in all, before I'd even got to lunchtime, I'd already spent about £33. Bruised, because I just couldn't process why I'd already spent this much money before I'd even got to lunch. And I can't even begin to imagine what it's like for people with dependents, like children. You have a mortgage, other working families. Because relatively speaking, I'm in a place of privilege, which I'm really grateful for. I don't have dependents, I do have a mortgage, but my property is currently rented out and that covers most of the mortgage costs. I just have to offset a little bit. I live with my mum and I contribute towards household bills. Other than that, I only have direct debits such as my gym, phone bill and a few other bits of direct debit. But I don't have anything major. Yet I felt financially, mentally and emotionally bruised after today. I pretty much wrote off today financially. Before my last meeting this afternoon, I went and got myself another coffee, which cost me another £3. My lunch was a salad from a really good salad place, and for up north it's quite reasonable. It was about £10, but it was a large salad and I got a lot in it, so it was good value for money. I'm really hoping that this is an exception, because it was just today that I decided to park instead of walk to the train station. And I don't want to be criticised for wanting to buy coffees, because everybody who's working, who wants a good quality of life, who earns should deserve joy and the little pleasures. But I have not been able to let go of today. I've been feeling really bad all day, and genuinely I don't know how other people are managing this.
Now, girl, listen. That you must have read my mind, because that was the first thing I was going to say. Did you really have to get that coffee? I don't know. Maybe because I enjoy cooking at home, making things at home, knowing what's in my food because I'm the one who prep it. Maybe that's why I'm like, why did you get that coffee out? You could have just got you some coffee and, made it at home, and it would have been much better, much fresher, because you're the one who making it. But some people, that's their little, joy. Like she said, that's their little spark of joy for the day. So if that is it, that is it. But girl, you done spent money 3 times on coffee in one day when you could have gotten a big thermo flask or, water bottle and put your coffee in there and reheat it. I'm just saying. Now, croissant, I love me some croissant. And I can't make croissant, so I would buy that. But other than that, stuff like coffee, salad, girl, you can make a bomb behind salad at home. Like, salad for $10, I don't think it's worth it. You could have definitely made you some good chicken Caesar, homemade. Listen, don't get me started. You could have made you some good salad at home. Being that she does not have any, heavy debt, as in like her mortgage is mostly paid by her renter. She's staying with her mom. It seems like she doesn't have a car note. Or it seems like she doesn't have a lot of credit card debt or student loans or anything. Well, I don't think they have student loans in the UK. So I don't know. But it seems like she does not have a lot of heavy debt on her, which is a good thing. And she doesn't have dependents, which is even better. So if she's feeling the squeeze, imagine everybody else who have all of those and then some on top of them. So I feel like she's in a much better position. She could definitely cut just a little bit more if she starts prepping food at home, and especially coffee. I'm pretty sure, and I've heard, I'm not a coffee drinker. I don't actually hate coffee, but I heard home brewed tastes so good. I wish I was a coffee drinker, because the way you guys just be sitting there just hyping coffee up, I wish. But I heard home brewed it's tastier, it's fresher, it's better, higher quality. Maybe you should try that.
You know what? I'm actually sick of it. I'm actually sick of like nobody having money ever to do anything. Like, it might sound bad, but it's so annoying. Like, do you want to go for a meal? No, I haven't got any money. Do you want to go out? No, I haven't got any money. Should we go shopping? No, I've got no money. Should we go for some drinks? No, I haven't got any money. Let's book a holiday. No, I've got no money. I actually need some friends with money because I want to do stuff. I want to live life. I don't want to fucking, I don't know. It might sound bad, but it's actually annoying having, when you, like, no one's got money. It's annoying.
I know she means it's annoying to have broke friends. That's what she wanted to say, but I guess she didn't want to be as rude as what she already done said. But girl, everybody's life is going to be different. There are going to be phases in each person's life. Like, there are going to be hills and there are going to be valleys. There are going to be ups, there are going to be downs, So if your friends right now are, strapped for cash, like, what can you do? I understand you want to be able to do so many different things with your friends and, enjoy life. But at the same time, I'm glad they're being responsible and saying, no, they don't have any money to you, because I would rather them say that than them falling into peer pressure and going into debt because they're just trying to keep up with society's, or her keep up with her, to be honest. Also, please do not let these social media people, just people on social media, I'm not even only going to say influencers, just people on social media fool you to think they got funds. So she probably has a little something in her pocket, or maybe not, but she probably seeing other people on social media still shopping, still traveling, still doing whatever they please. Do not let that fool you, because a lot of the times, a lot of them are living life beyond their means just for other people to watch. So you never know what's going on in somebody else's pockets. So if you got money, girl, take yourself out on dates by yourself, go out to eat by yourself, start, girl, you better start having to learn to do things on your own, because at the end of the day, your friends are not always going to be able to financially, kick it with you. Y'all probably gonna have to do some things for free. It's just what it is. Welcome to adulthood.
No, because you know what's funny? Is when you apply for housing assistance because you're too poor and they give you a limit of a very low amount, which is what they are happy to pay for rent for you. And then they base it off your wage, and it turns out apparently, according to the guy that I was chatting with, if you earn more, you get more. If you earn more, you get more. I'm sorry, but I thought that the whole point of rental assistance was because you are struggling financially and you cannot afford it. What's more important, living, eating, or having a roof over your head? You tell me.
I am confused. I forgot to listen. Sometimes I forget to listen to the accent because I'm so used to so many different accents. I feel like she's probably in the UK or in Britain somewhere, and I'm confused. Let me know down below if this is how it goes in the UK, because in the US it's totally different, to where, of course, like she was saying, the less you earn, the more they're able to help you or willing to help you. There's a certain threshold where you cannot bypass in order for you to get assistance. But I'm confused. I don't get it. But I'm sorry she wasn't able to get any assistance. Everybody's system is different. I'm confused. Let me know down below, y'all, because this is mind-boggling.
Please tell me I'm not the only one that feels like life in Australia right now is just so much freaking harder than it was even 2-3 years ago. I go to the pub to see friends and a beer is $15. A gin and tonic is $18. A Parmigiana is $32. I go to buy makeup and everything is minimum $60, $65, $70. I get my paycheck at the end of every fortnight and I'm like, hang on a second, where is like all my money gone? And then I realize a third of it's gone to taxes. 10% of it has gone to HECS. A whole bunch has to pay insurance, rent, everything, blah, blah, blah. I'm left with like nothing. Then I go to live and have a roof over my head and my rent's gone up. But it's not like I can move out and go to another place because there's like nothing on the market. Even coffee is expensive. Can someone explain why I'm now paying $4.50, $5 for a flat white? Honestly, I don't know what's going on in this country, but everything is so expensive and I feel freaking poor.
First of all, I don't know what a flat white is, but yeah, girl, makeup is super expensive nowadays. Super expensive. It makes absolutely no sense why, especially designer makeups are $70, $80, $90. It doesn't make any sense. But, I have my own, a shameless plug. I have my own red lipstick. If you guys are interested in supporting, I'll leave that down below. But, of course, this is a financial channel, so don't do it if you can't. Don't do it. Yes, can we talk about alcohol? Here in Dubai, a cocktail cocktail, mocktail, basically the same thing when it comes to prices. They're like $25 for one. Absolutely makes no sense. When I'm telling you the price gouging is insane, I'm telling you, after COVID, people done just got greedy. Companies just done got greedy. It's just, let's see how much people will pay for something. It's very hard nowadays for young people to go out and actually have fun. Like back in my day, you could do so much with so little. And I'm pretty sure back in my mother's days, it was even, more affordable to go out and have fun. But nowadays it's super hard. Like everything requires something. Streaming platforms require something from your pocket. Seems like every year rent wants to go up. The basics, okay, you want to do self-care. All of the self-care brands are jacking up prices now. It's sad. It's sad, and it's not only a US thing, it's a global thing, unfortunately, because people don't realize, okay, you can just put a price tag on anything. It doesn't have to, have good quality, doesn't have to mean anything. People would just buy it because of the hype. And I feel like that's the way we need to change our minds, so where we are the consumers and we get to dictate what brand actually put out. Because if they don't put out good things, if they don't put out affordable things and we don't purchase, then they go out of business or they adjust. And we need to remember we're the ones who hold the power. Consumers are the ones who hold the power. But I feel like since COVID, we've allowed the brands to think that they're the ones who hold the power. And if a lot of us don't put our foot down and say, no, this is enough, then it's never going to get fixed, unfortunately.